Welcome to the Segmented Podcast, the show where we bring you 3 segments each episode, ranging from discussion to improv. How you doing, Emily?
Pretty good. How about you, Chris?
I'm doing fine and dandy, I can tell you that.
Wonderful. Great to be here.
Hey, this isn't right.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Is that Chris?
What?
Wow, that's so
Whoa.
weird. What are you doing here, guys?
Just hanging.
What? This is crazy.
I don't know what's
This
going on
this
right
must
now.
be this must be a terrible holiday if things are
Oh my
different.
gosh. Tendo, Ben. Right, Ben. You're going by Ben now, because that's your real name.
What?
Wow.
What? That's insane.
We're changing so many things.
Whoa.
Actually, now that you bring it up, it is actually best friend day today. So we've both brought in our best friends.
I brought in just a friend. I'm just kidding.
Yikes.
Wow.
I'm not his friend.
Relationship goals.
I just brought in a stranger off the street, and I was like, hey.
We brought in the
Good old hobo Joe over here.
We met at the food court
today.
Food court?
I was
just
like,
today.
hey, I got a podcast. I don't know anyone in real life. Can you come in? You're gonna be my best friend for today.
And I was like, shut up, let me eat my General Tso chicken, please.
Ooh,
And I passed him a 50 and he said yes.
So
Nice.
I'm here right now.
Sounds like a great plan. How much am I paying you?
we shouldn't mention that online. I think we should just keep that disclosed since
Yeah,
it's probably
sorry.
illegal in some way.
Definitely, indeed. Okay, well, we have a cool show lined up for you today. We're going to start it off with 60-second improv story. Then we're going to do a guest Q&A with our guest friends. Get it? Best friends, guest friends.
Wow, that was a good one, Noah.
It's a really good pun. I make good puns. Let's get into it.
Segment 1, 60-second improv.
Basically, what we do is we have 60 seconds to create a story using prompts of a location, name, and a nonsense word provided by another co-host. We will go in a certain order. I don't know what order that'll be, but it should be good. So how about I'll give my prompts to Chris. Chris will give his to Ben. Ben will give his to Emily, and Emily will give hers to mine. Does that sound good?
Yeah, but I think we should start with us two.
Yeah.
Since we know how to do it.
Okay.
Okay, so Noah.
Yes.
Your name is Hendrik.
Hendrik. Got it.
Hendrik is your name. Your location is the void.
The void. All right.
And your nonsense word is gloobjube.
Gloobjube. Got it.
'Cause that's easy. All right.
Okay.
Are you ready, Noah?
I am ready.
Okay. I will do the boop at 30 seconds. Ready,
All right.
set,
Sounds good.
go.
Hendrik was once a normal guy, and then he died and went to hell, or as some people call it, the void. I don't know if anybody calls it that, but he wasn't a very good person. Do you know why he went to hell? Because he did the worst crime. He went around and killed all the gloobjubes. All of them. Every last gloobjube. The green ones, the red ones. He didn't care about the color because he was colorblind. All he could see was black and white. But everyone knows that killing all the gloobjubes is the most heinous crime any person can do. Yes. And so he was sentenced to hell, also known as the void. And Hendrik is related to Jimi Hendrix. But in 5,000 years from now, when gloobjubes are actually a thing. I don't have anything else.
You still had 7 seconds left.
How many?
Okay, 7.
At least 7. Okay. Got it.
Anyway, okay. So let me ask. So, does this infer that the government killed him? Like or is do they just have like a little door that they're just like, there's heaven, there's hell, and they're just like, oh, there you go. They just toss him right in.
Yes. The thing is,
Yes.
yes. In the future, the government dictates where you go. It is no
Just have a
longer up to
one-way
a divine
door.
being. Yeah. So
They don't like you. They don't even send you to prison. They're just like, oh, there you go.
Don't
Into
straight,
the void.
Straight to the void.
Goodbye.
That's how it should be, ladies and gentlemen.
That's how the government should be run.
Oh yeah, just go straight to hell or heaven.
All right. Is it my turn then?
Yes, it is. Okay, your name is Corduroy. Your nonsense word is Jimble Jamble.
The Jimble Jamble.
Jimble Jamble.
Jimble Jamble.
And your location is a volcano.
Oh, that's the worst place for what I had in mind.
Ah, well,
Okay.
Okay. Corduroy. Jimble Jamble. Volcano. Your time starts now.
Corduroy was a young little fabric boy. The fabric boys lived on the volcano of Junjun. And on the volcano of Junjun, every Christmas, which it wasn't called Christmas, it was called Junjun, which is the same name of the location, but it's like June, but it's during the Christmas time. They had a wonderful festival, and everyone wanted to see if they could do the magical Jimble Jamble dance. And Corduroy was the only one that could do the Jimble Jamble dance. So they thought that he was the chosen fabric boy. So they threw him into the volcano. Unfortunately,
Boop.
for him, it was frozen over because it was June, because it was cold. Also, it's in the northern hemisphere. It's not in case you were confused. So he didn't die, and he just did the Jimble Jamble in the volcano for the rest of time, and he became a legend. He became a volcano spirit called Corduroy. The Jimble Jambler was his name also.
Time.
Okay.
What's this whole boop thing about?
Okay, so at 30 seconds we say boop, and then that informs them that they are halfway through their story.
That they're halfway
Cool.
done.
Okay,
So you can kind
so
of gauge.
who wants to go next?
I want to go next. Chris wants to go next,
Oh,
I just heard.
Thanks
Okay,
for volunteering, Chris.
Sure.
But that also means that I'm putting Emily on the spot to come up with stuff right
Okay,
now.
Emily.
I'm in improv. I got this.
I am not an improv in any way.
Your name is Clothes Hanger.
You're-
I'm clothes hanger.
yes.
That is
Your name is Bert.
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 Bert. Your location is in a tunnel.
Tunnel's good.
Ooh,
And
big,
your
I like
nonsense word is flip snap.
Flip snap.
it. Ooh.
Okay, Chris. Bert, in a tunnel, flip snap. You have 60 seconds on the clock starting now.
Bert, a part of the Flip Snap faction. They were a renegade rogue. Excuse me. Bert, a part of the Flip Snap faction. They always converse in a tunnel because that's what the Flip Snap faction does. But do you know what they talk about and converse about? They talk about their Kleenex collections, and the reason they talk about their Kleenex collections is because they all have a serious allergy problem and all have mononucleosis, and this is all they ever talk about because society blocks them out from anywhere. They cannot go anywhere, so they talk in the tunnel where the Flip Snap faction is. And Bert, on the other hand, he's the type of guy that's just like, hey, I'm pretty normal. I just saw.
Hey, and then Bert's like, hey,
Bert's
I'm pretty
arc
normal.
was going somewhere. No, why'd you kind of?
Bert's arc was going somewhere.
I'm sorry,
gonna
it's
become
60
more than
seconds.
a
It's not my
normal-
fault.
Also,
it's
it
the timer.
wasn't going anywhere.
Hey, it went someplace. He was the only normal one. He's like, hey, I'm normal, and that's the end. Do you really
Does
need to
normal
know
mean
more?
he doesn't have terrible allergies?
He doesn't
Yeah, no.
have terrible allergies.
He just has normal allergies. Like
Just
he's just
normal
allergic to like
so it's
pollen,
like
and that's
normal for him to have a Kleenex collection still, though?
For all
has,
the
like-
Flip Snap faction.
it. He has like 2
that right?
Kleenex boxes instead of 5.
Wow.
You just assume that they all have 5 Kleenexes. No,
They have-
it's
That's
like
average.
it's near to
medium.
like a cargo ship full of Kleenexes.
Wait,
Sir,
every
I'm
one
sorry.
person has a cargo ship full of Kleenexes?
all the
Yes.
flip snaps.
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
they do.
Wow. Dang.
Those are
They-
bad allergies,
those are some-
man.
Bad allergies.
No, they're terrible allergies. They're not even human.
Their economy is eaten up by Kleenex boxes.
That's
In
the
this
currency.
alternate universe, there is like just a whole Kleenex economy.
There's like a black market for like off-brand tissues.
And the Flip Snap also happens to be involved in this black market.
yeah.
I'm
yeah.
not surprised. They're in the white market, because that's the color of the Kleenexes.
Yikes.
The white market.
Sounds bad.
Anyways.
Are you ready to do this?
I'm so ready.
What are your 3 things for Emily?
All right. Your name is Galleon Tallgrass.
What?
Galleon Tallgrass.
Galleon Tallgrass.
That-
Don't ask why I got the last name.
I mean,
Got
I'm
it.
gonna name my D&D character that now. Galleon or Galleon
Tallgrass.
Galleon Tallgrass.
Of the elves.
Okay, what's my location?
Your location is an empty Kmart.
Empty Kmart? I was just
It's
at
gotta be.
Kmart.
A completely empty Kmart.
It's
just
that,
abandoned.
Isn't that just a normal Kmart though?
That's my favorite location.
But
There's like nobody there. But yeah,
Okay.
you're completely right.
All right, what's my nonsense word?
Your nonsense word is skeepleskooks.
People skooks?
Skeeple.
Skeepleskooks.
Skeeple scoops.
Skeeple scoops.
Skeeple
Skooks.
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 Skeeple scoops.
Ski.
Wait, I need a
Skeeple.
minute. Okay.
Skooks.
Okay.
This is going better than I imagined.
Yeah. See?
Okay. You guys have the timer, so
Yeah. Of course. Of course, I have the
I-
timer. Why would I not have the timer open
No.
right now? Okay, I'm ready.
Doesn't have the timer.
Ready?
Now he does. All right. Name: Galleon Tallgrass. Location: abandoned Kmart. Absurd word: skeepleskooks.
All right. Ready? Set. Go.
Galleon Tallgrass, the last survival after the Skeeple Skooks War. His location? Empty Kmart. Everything's abandoned. There's nothing but empty Kmarts left on the world. Everything else was massacred and destroyed. Villages raped and pillaged. Towns totally wiped out by the Skeeple Skooks. Terrible aliens that look like little midgets with green hair. And terrifying red eyes.
30 seconds.
He lives here in the empty Kmart, making toilet paper forts for days on end, surviving off of nothing but microwave popcorn, cans of food, and staring longingly into a mirror of himself, asking why? Why, God, why? The Skeeple Skooks have vanished from the face of the earth, and here he lies, by himself, and his decorative pillows.
Okay, so have you ever seen The Last Man on Earth? Because that's what it sounds like.
Really? No, I've heard of it, but I haven't seen it. I was
But I
just
imagine
totally...
the Skeeple Skooks aren't like zombies or like
It's an
terrible
off-brand
warriors.
Oompa Loompa.
Yeah, exactly.
No, they're
Like,
just
these
little
little midgets, and they just go
with green hair and
Skeeple
red
Skooks.
eyes.
Oh, that was excellent. It was so dramatic, and I wasn't expecting that.
It
Blimey.
was also
I knew
much
what I was doing
darker.
then.
Yeah, it was so dark. It was wonderful.
Decorative pillows.
Yeah,
Best
that
place to
was
get
that
'em.
was a really good addition to the story.
Oh, I bet.
I definitely need to work on my improv.
Well,
Yeah,
I
Chris,
think
you
they
suck.
could replace us for a 60-second improv story. We could just source
Yeah.
out that segment.
Yeah, we'll just
just-
record like 50 right now, and then every single time it comes in, we'll just like
Oh my gosh,
Don't
that's such a
objectify
good
me.
idea.
We're not doing that. We're not doing.
Like
No.
create the podcast like a TV show
No.
and just release whole seasons at a time.
That's terrible.
That would be horribly exhausting.
Yeah, that sounds awful. Segment 2, guest Q&A. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna ask our guests questions, and they're going to answer them. Hence the A part and the Q part of Q&A.
I was not sure what the and
I didn't
was
know what that
coming
meant.
from.
I really didn't.
Yeah, it's okay. We're here to learn, Chris.
Can you explain what the little symbol is between the Q and the A?
The
Isn't that
ampersand,
like a...
yeah,
you
what
call
is
me?
that? What does that stand for, Noah?
that means and.
Okay, I
Okay.
wasn't sure.
Yep.
I was a little confused.
Q and
you
A.
explained the Q, you
Yep.
explained the A, but
Mhm.
I wasn't sure about the squiggle.
Yep.
All right.
So we're gonna alternate questions, and each of us have 10 questions for the respective guest. Ben will have 10 questions for Emily, and I have 10 questions for Chris, and we will answer them as fast as we possibly can.
What?
Lightning
Okay,
round.
Well,
Whoa.
maybe not that. Okay.
I'm a man who likes to take my time.
I have-
I
You
don't
have
know
12
about that.
seconds. If you don't do it in 12 seconds, you die.
What?
I'm gonna.
True story.
Oh, okay.
I didn't sign
Okay.
up for
Well,
this.
then-
If that's the situation I'm in, I guess that's
Okay.
my only
This is what I'm
choice.
paying you for. Okay.
You're going first then.
You're going first.
Fine. All right. Emily, when did you first meet Noah?
Oh my goodness. Throwback. I don't know the exact amount of years. I'd probably have to look deep and longingly into Noah's eyes to see when we first met. But I first met him after I met his older sister. And so
Oh, right.
I only met him through connections. And he was this weird little like hyper blonde kid that I was like, who the heck are you? And he's like, I'm Noah.
Last name.
Did a little dance, and that's how we met.
I don't think that's how it happened, but it might be.
I think
don't-
that's exactly what happened.
Accurate.
It's so absurd. Like I actually might think that's how it actually
No, I
went
didn't
out.
see it.
Last name.
I will have to bleep out both my last names there. That is fine though. Look at me, I'm Noah last name. Just
Beep. Beep.
No, just
Last name.
yes, exactly, just like that.
I'm gonna
every
do
time.
that. Okay, how is Ben different online versus how he is offline?
I'm way cooler.
The question was not for you.
Yeah, so shut up. I would say online, if I'm being completely honest, Ben's a lot more enthusiastic online.
Ooh.
He's just depressed in real life. It's fine.
It's
True.
Ben's he's more like un-PC offline. Like
snap.
he cusses a lot more in real life.
Ooh.
He's not like this PG like, look at me, I'm the one boy from Blue's Clues, I'm wholesome. That's not him. He's a very interesting character.
I have a Dirk side too, is what he's saying.
A Dirk
Yeah,
side?
he's got a Dirk side.
I got a Dirk side.
Like the other side of his face is just this other man named Dirk.
You mess with me, I will show you my Dirk
I'm
side.
Dirk. Is that a new
Dirk-
thing?
the Dirk
'Cause when I
side
met you
shrunk.
back in 2015, you didn't have that.
Yikes.
He didn't have a Dirk side.
I grew up. I'm off a Disney Channel now, okay? I got my own record label, okay? I'm too cool for school.
Ooh.
Your first record was explicit, contained explicit content. You're growing up.
My next question for Emily is, what's your favorite hobby?
Ooh, my favorite hobby. So, that's a really tough one. I don't really have time to do any of my art anymore because I'm an edgy teenager and I just don't have time for my art. But
Shame.
I
Aw,
do
dang.
a lot of writing now. Like, I do a lot of creative writing, so I guess that's my hobby.
Sweet.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Chris,
Uh-huh.
what is your favorite punctuation mark?
This is serious.
No, it's a serious question. I
Yeah,
was
it is.
laughing at
I'm
something
offended.
else.
Ugh,
Sure.
I was
whatever.
laughing at something else.
man,
I was
why do we
laughing
even
at-
have this guy on there?
Ben's tomato cheeks. My favorite punctuation mark has to be. It's gotta be the period. It really like sets things. It puts things into perspective for me. The thing is, like through text, if you don't put a period at the end of your sentence, people don't take it seriously. But once you put that period at
Yeah.
the end, it becomes the most serious thing you've ever read in your life.
No, I have a story to go along with that. I have a boyfriend, and sometimes it gets to a point where like I won't put a period. I'll put a period at the end of something, and it'd be like,
That
"Are you
means it's
fine? Are you being
serious.
passive aggressive with that period?" I'm like, "You know I am."
Yeah. No, I know the exact same thing.
Oh,
It's,
yeah.
it's intense, man.
It is.
Yeah, just the other day my friend was like, hi, and I said hello with a period at the end because I like to punctuate my sentences. And they
You
were like,
punctuate all of your sentences. On Skype back when we were like 15, you'd punctuate it, and I thought you were like a businessman.
I know, that's me. I like to appear professional even though I'm not.
It's true.
But yeah, so I punctuated my word hello, and she was like, "Wait, are you okay?" I was like, "Yeah, why wouldn't I be okay? I'm actually
okay?
doing really well." And she was like, "I don't know, you just put a period at the end of your hello," and I was wondering you were sad. I'm like, "No,
says
I just
so
need to
much."
punctuate." So that was an astute answer, Chris.
Emily, this is a tricky question. If you don't have the answer, that's all right. But what was your favorite inside joke you've ever had with a friend or friends?
Ooh, okay. So I'm gonna pick one that I had with Noah since it's National Best Friends Day.
Right.
And so one of our earliest I'm gonna try to explain this as best as I can. One of our earliest on inside jokes is simply this: "It's okay, have a cookie." And basically, it's the dumbest freaking story ever to have an inside joke. I just brought cookies to
Youth
I
group.
was bringing cookies to youth group, and I got into the car with him and his dad, and he's like, "What you got there?" And he's like, "You were like, you're late." And I'm like, "It's okay, have a cookie." And that's just been a thing ever since. I made a t-shirt design for it and everything.
Yeah, I remember. It's okay.
But yeah, that's one of my favorites by far.
That reminds me of an inside joke Chris and I had. This was way back. But we used to play a lot of Terraria.
Oh,
And
classic.
we were both on Terraria. I was doing something on Terraria. He was AFK for a little bit. He was away from his computer. And he comes back, and he just like, there's just a screech of pain. He's just like, ah! I was like, holy cow. Chris, are you okay? And the only two words I get are cookie pan.
Oh my gosh, this is a long time
Super
ago.
long ago. So,
What?
you tell him what actually happened.
Okay, so this is when I was home alone during the summertime, And normally when I'm alone, to make myself feel better, I'd just
Wait,
make a whole
wait.
batch of
I thought you could
cookies.
only be home alone during Christmas.
Oh, that's true.
Bad
So
joke.
let's change my entire story. It's me alone during Christmas. And normally I like to just bake batches of cookies.
Right.
'Cause I'm like, cookies, video games, it's a good combo.
That's great.
And I have a vague history of hurting myself a lot with a bunch of utensils.
Fun.
Like I poked myself on several occasions with an X-Acto knife,
Yeah.
and people told me that it was sharp. And I happened to burn my pinky really hard on this cookie pan. It was the most excruciating pain I've ever felt in my life. It was actually
It's really bad. He doesn't like to talk about it.
it was a
It's
lot.
okay. It's okay.
It's okay. You can
My
you can
earbud
trust
fell out.
us
This is
and
an
the
open-
entire internet, assuming well at least all the people who actually listen to it, which is gonna be like 12. But hey, you can trust us.
I'll listen
yeah.
to it.
We don't
Oh,
do
you
it a lot
will?
now, but anytime we're like just be in pain, we just kind of go, cookie pan?
Cookie pan?
Cookie
This
pan.
is cookie pan again?
Cookie pan? Is it a cookie pan? Yeah, cookie pan.
Yeah, cookie pan. Chris, what is your favorite type of soup?
This includes chowders and stews and
Ooh,
chilies.
that is a
That's a intense
that is
question.
a loaded question. Holy crap.
Answer wisely.
Oh, gosh. I love like all soups.
You gotta pick a soup.
I can't pick a soup.
You can pick
I
cereal
can't
if
pick
you
a
want.
soup.
You gotta pick one.
Does chili count?
Yes,
Yes.
it does.
Yeah.
Okay, then it's definite. Oh wait, no. Okay,
No, don't second guess yourself. Chili's
I'm not
good.
gonna. Okay, I chose chili, and I'm gonna stick with chili.
Chili's a good one.
Delicious.
Yes, chili is my favorite soup.
There you go.
It's mostly because I don't. Every time I have my mom's chili, it's never a soup per se.
It's like a
Because I
stew.
no, it's not a
It's like
stew.
a casserole.
It's not a casserole.
It's like a sandwich.
It's slop.
Yeah.
It's just
okay,
slop
yeah,
because
yeah.
the way I like my chili, I don't like it really liquidy. I don't
Right.
like most of my soups liquidy. I just shove a bunch of crackers in it until it just becomes this slop of flavor.
that is
I don't-
disgusting.
I don't know why I do it, but
Emily, here's just an open question. What's your favorite movie? Do you have a favorite movie?
Ooh. Okay, do trilogies count? Or is this like a
Sure,
singular...
sure. No, you can pick a whole storyline.
Okay, I can pick a whole storyline. I'm gonna have to go with the Lord of the Rings series because that's just my go-to movie. Everything.
That's a
I
good
watch
pick.
that several times a year. No joke.
Her whole family does. It's kind of an ordeal.
Whoa.
It's huge.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
have all the extended editions, and I can't even make it through one of them.
I made it through one once. Somebody invited me over for a sleepover, and it was rough.
Yeah,
I like
Lot of time.
I like me
It's-
some Lord of the Rings, but once you get on the 4th hour, it gets a little draining. I gotta admit.
Yeah.
fourth hour.
you're laughing, but there's like 13 hours.
No, it's 11 hours and like something minutes with the
Oh,
extended edition, but
only
with the
laugh-
normal it's like 8 hours.
Oh
but,
yeah, only 8 hours of Lord of the Rings.
honey, you don't
only
know until
laughing
you binge watch
'cause
the
the
full
fourth
11
hour.
hours.
You know
Sounds
what?
like a really stupid indie horror film.
The 4th hour.
Fourth hour.
We're gonna break that next episode.
Oh, let's do that. That's what we'll do. Okay, Chris,
Yes.
would you rather be a yam or a potato, and why?
Whew. That is a very easy question. Obviously, potato.
Ooh.
And why?
Hmm.
Because this isn't a joke. This isn't a wholesome meme. I just really hate yams. Yams are actually my least favorite food.
Yeah, he
Oh
doesn't
my
like the
gosh! Wow.
What?
No, yams are like actually Satan. I don't like yams at all.
If Satan was in potato form.
potato form.
There's
yeah,
really
yeah,
not
yeah.
I can say a lot about it. I just really hate yams.
Is it like a consistency?
The thing is, the reason I'd be a potato is because I already am a potato. All right? I am a potato. My stature is potato with like peg legs.
I mean,
That's how I'd explain my stature.
yeah, and Irish.
I'm
Oh,
like
you're
50%.
Irish. Okay, I mean,
I'm
you could have just
50%
led with that.
Irish.
That's perfect.
And when you're
That's
50% Irish, that means you're 25% potato.
But I'm also
Yeah.
50% German, so that makes me 50% sausage.
Yeah, all right, fair enough.
But there's this amazing thing that my mom makes where we just
why. Is it chili?
it's like it's not chili this time. My mom, she cooks a lot of things. She's a cook with several
She
recipes.
makes
Wow.
chili. She makes.
I thought she just cooked
potatoes,
chili.
she
Like,
makes
The thing, we live off of potatoes. When there's nothing else in the house, it's always potatoes.
What about when the blight came?
What about when the blight came? Oh, wow! It's a really funny Irish joke. Wow! What's next? More neckbeard jokes? Wow! I actually do have a neckbeard.
Emily, do you prefer... Oh, gosh, I hate this one. Do you prefer hiking or drawing?
What?
Well, this one's obvious. Wait, no, is it? You
Is
like
it?
you
You
like
prefer-
both those things.
I know.
You gotta pick one.
What? That's such like a. There's no. They're not even like
Okay,
similar in any way.
If I broke one of your arms and I broke one of your legs, which would be less painful, drawing or hiking?
Both would be painful.
No,
Pick
no.
one.
Drawing. Wait, would I have to? Okay. But if you break one of my arms, I could just draw with the other one. But if I have to go hike, I have to hike on a little. I'd be a gimp. I'd only have
Sounds
one leg.
like drawing's your option. All right,
No,
you
that
prefer
doesn't
drawing.
mean I like it more.
I had
Okay.
to set the stakes high to get my answer.
To answer the original question, I'm gonna have to say probably hiking because I can't always draw, but I can always hike.
That's true.
Yeah,
When I'm
there
at the
you go.
doctor's office, I'm like, I'm bored. I'm gonna go hiking. Bye, nurse.
Deuces.
What?
See you back.
You can hike whenever you want.
That's when
can
the
hike
nurse
anywhere.
says, "Wait, you're in here for a broken leg," and you're like, "I'm a hike." This
Wait,
is
what
taking
about
too
your
long.
IV and your blood bag attached to you?
I'll take it with
Squirting
me.
everywhere.
I'm going to the mountain.
See you later,
Nature will heal mine wounds.
Chris. If you were a tree, what would scare you the most?
I'd say picnics.
Yeah.
So if you
You
were,
know, they lay near me. I don't like it because most of the time they make this really good food and they don't give it to
He
me.
can't have any of it. He's a tree.
Also, I don't have a mouth.
Yeah.
fair enough.
It's torturous.
The only mouth I have is a hole and a raccoon lives in it named LeFou.
Emily, what is the greatest Disney Channel original movie?
Oof. Yikes. Disney Channel. Disney Channel?
Yes, Disney Channel original movie.
Okay, I haven't like watched Disney Channel movies in a hot minute, honey. So, oh my gosh.
Notice I said greatest, not your favorite.
greatest. Well, greatest
Yeah.
is subjective.
objective.
No.
Greatest is
No,
objective.
it's
Objective.
pretty objective.
Am I gonna get like deducted points?
Well,
if
no,
I
it
answer
should be
wrong?
pretty easy to get
This is
the
a
right
trivia
answer.
question. It's obvious, Emily.
Is it?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Jeez Louise. Okay, that's Nickelodeon. I can't say that. I don't have an answer. I'm so sorry. I can't,
It's
like,
Starstruck.
Oh, it's Star Trek, you dingus. The
I
one
haven't
with-
even
Actually,
seen
no.
that.
It's
Wait, no, guys, you guys are all wrong. It's the Wizards of
What?
Waverly Place movie.
That's oh
had a
gosh,
movie?
I forgot that was a movie.
Yeah, that's the
Oh,
greatest
no.
one.
You guys are
Objectively.
wrong.
Goodness.
it's that one Shaquille O'Neal movie where he's a wizard.
Yes.
That one.
Wait,
I don't care if that's Disney. It's just the best. It's the best film. It's my favorite.
Shit.
Okay.
We're talking
What's the
like
name of that
best
film?
Disney
I don't
Channel show
remember.
though, by far.
Oh, okay, yeah. What was your favorite Disney Channel show? How about that?
Wizards of Waverly Place.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
What I thought.
Obviously.
That's what I thought.
That's a good one.
Either that or Hannah Montana. That was my.
That was also a good one. I mean, looking back, it's probably terrible, but it was a good one when I was a child.
Oh, yeah.
Back in my day,
so dramatic.
the most dramatic.
Back in my day.
I take back my original answer. It's Hannah Montana the movie. That's the best Disney Channel
Ooh,
original
yes.
movie.
All right.
It's the
Fair
greatest.
enough. I'll take that.
Okay,
I still
Chris,
don't accept that.
what
Mhm.
are your thoughts on airplane food?
Fun fact. I've never been on an airplane, but if I had to give an opinion for it, I'd say it's probably better than you expect.
Okay. Fair enough. Coming from someone who's never had airplane food or been on an airplane.
Don't just assume things.
I was really
No, he
hoping you'd
just
say
said-
what were your thoughts on airplanes, and I was gonna say, well, usually I'm thinking about where I'm going. I'm sorry.
That peaked just a little bit. Okay.
Emily, what's your favorite Pokemon? You have 5
Ooh,
seconds.
Okay. Wait. What?
5 seconds. Go, 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 go.
Ah, Pikachu. Wait. No.
3.
Clefable.
Clefable.
That's a good answer.
That is a good
I
answer.
know it is.
Let me just remember what that one looks like.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's a pink fluff ball.
No, and
No.
then it's like Clefable.
I'll play the actual audio clip right here. That's what it sounds.
Yes!
Oh, yes.
The one that was like how Jigglypuff should have been designed.
Yeah. Jigglypuff's just like a
Clefable is
wannabe
great.
Clefable and
Isn't-
like this creepy
doesn't
little puff ball.
Clefairy evolved from
Actually, you're
Clefable?
wrong. What's the one ice cream Pokemon?
Ice creamy. Just kidding. I think it's like creamsicle. I don't know. But I know which one you're talking about.
No.
And choose all.
I think that one.
Vanillish.
Vanillish.
Guys, I
Okay.
think that one's the coolest.
Dang, you're so funny.
I was just focusing on looking at the beautiful Vanillish art.
When/where did you meet?
Is this a question for both of us?
Mainly, I want to see how Chris answers it, and then
Okay. That's
you
a good
can
idea.
elaborate on it, Ben.
Where did we meet?
That's a tricky question.
It's a tricky question because when we first met, but really didn't acknowledge each other, was school. I was always mad at him because he was faster than me in PE.
Ooh.
Like, I actually hated his guts in elementary.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
I didn't like him.
Wow.
'cause I was one of the fastest kids, and he was faster than me.
Yeah.
He's an overachiever.
I was
I mean, yeah, you can say that again.
And then, like most of my friends, I met him through Minecraft.
Yep.
I didn't really hang out with a good group of people in middle school, but then I met Ben, and I'm like, hey, I heard you got a Minecraft server.
I did.
And you did, and we played it, and I hated everyone besides Ben.
Yeah.
Is that what you sound like when you're in middle school?
Yeah, that's what I sounded like. You got a
Sound-
problem with that?
You sound like some weird One Piece character or something.
You got a problem with that? You got a problem with that? You got a problem, mister?
Or like if the Joker was on crack.
I think he already is.
Probably.
No, it's only the Jared Leto version. We don't talk about that one.
We don't talk about Jared Leto.
Suppress it and pretend it's
Except
not
when
there.
we do.
What's not there? Wink.
All right. Emily. Okay, here's where we get to the tough questions. Emily, you have to be honest from here on out.
Okay.
Have you ever
Like I
listened to an episode of this podcast before?
I have.
What?
Yes, I listened to like most of the second seasons, like earlier episodes, which is like pretty much all of them because you guys just started season 2. So yes, I have because I'm actually going to be working on a podcast for a school project soon, and I was like, hey, inspiration, and it just sounded fun, and I was pleasantly surprised. It's super cool and fun, and I love it.
Well, yeah, don't listen to season 1 or the other podcast that we definitely didn't do, right, Noah?
Right. Link in the show notes to the Nomich and Super Tendo Boy podcast. It's so bad. It's so bad. Don't listen to it. I mean, if you want to, for nostalgia reasons, go for it. Even though you guys,
have to.
yeah.
You don't have to.
Okay, here. This is what she sent me through Facebook Messenger. She said, "Quote: I like your podcast. They're good background listening.
Which they are.
Yeah,
That's about as good as you can get.
Yeah.
As far as podcast
pretty good."
opinions.
And then she asked, "Are you on campus?" I don't think that was relevant to the podcast thing, but
You gave away my position.
Chris, what is your favorite video game?
Take your
There's
time.
so many.
Take your time.
I need to take my time. There's so many good ones out there, like Diddy Kong Racing and Garfield Racing, and
Mario Kart Double Dash.
Oh, that game is awesome. We've had some good memories
Oh,
of
yeah.
me losing and you winning.
And you just screaming.
Oh.
No, I suck at that game. But you,
I would say the one that I've played the most of all time, and the one I have the fondest of memories with, probably Team Fortress 2.
Hey, I just guessed that. I whispered
Noah
it.
just whispered it in my ear, and I'm like,
Follow up to my last question. Did Noah force you to come onto the podcast?
no, I've actually been bugging him for a while now to be on this podcast because I thought it'd be crazy fun.
She's right. She actually
Really?
wanted to be on the Nomich and Super Tendo Boy podcast. That's how long she's been wanting to be
Really?
on. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
The
So that's
OG
actually the thing is
terrible
like
podcast.
this whole best friend day thing was actually a pretext to get her on because I think it would be fun, and I guess it has been. So
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just asked to be on in general, and we just planned this. We were like, oh yeah, best friend day.
Sweet.
We'll have you on for that. So yeah.
Nice.
hey, Chris, what is the greatest Nickelodeon TV show?
Oh my gosh,
Drake and Josh, Carly.
dude! There's those. Okay, I actually was doing like a March Madness-esque bracket with Nickelodeon TV shows, and Drake and Josh and Danny Phantom are the
Ooh.
Drake and Josh.
Drake and Josh is
two. Okay, does it have to be like a reality or
no.
like a
It can
sitcom?
be anything
Or it could be
as long as it was on
But
Nickelodeon.
I've done some thinking about it. I haven't really watched a lot of Drake and Josh. I've loved Drake and Josh, but I would have to say iCarly.
Oh, that's
I
not
actually-
It's not a bad show.
No, I love it.
Excuse
Okay.
you?
Noah's just
Shut up.
judgmental.
I mean, there's some episodes that were just like off. Drake and Josh is
Wholesome.
But
objectively the
deal
greatest.
breaker here. Deal breaker. Spencer.
Spencer, yeah.
Spencer was literally the only reason I watched iCarly, and I bought all 6 seasons on Amazon Prime.
Oh my god. Commitment.
Yikes! I'm impressed.
No, I want to buy all
course.
those seasons.
Of course, Gibby.
Oh,
Gibby.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Gibby.
Gibby.
Gotta watch
His
it for
real
Gibby.
name
Those
is
are the
Noah.
only 2 reasons to watch iCarly. The
I
rest of
agree.
it's okay.
Subpar at best.
But the cartoon though, Danny Phantom.
Danny Phantom. I really like Fairly Odd Parents. And Jimmy Neutron. Jimmy Neutron is my jam.
Jimmy Neutron?
The only episode I remember is the one where I think the whole that one burger joint or diner became sentient and attacked the city.
I don't remember that episode.
That
I gotta.
was a
I
good
remember
episode.
0 Jimmy Neutron
And the
episodes.
one where they built those toys, then they also became sentient. And there's that one duck that scarred me.
That sounds
the
like
one-
Kim Possible the movie.
No,
Kim Possible! Oh my gosh, I forgot about that. That is a dang good show.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
my gosh. My ringtone was
Sorry.
the beep beep a doop for the longest time. Oh my gosh, I freaking love that show. It's so good. It's so good.
I need to thoroughly invest into
We
watching
need to
that
rewatch
show.
that.
Yeah, because I haven't watched it all the way through. I
No.
watch bits and pieces of it.
Oh man. That's okay. Okay, what's your last question?
All right. I left the biggest question for last. I looked through all my questions. I'm like, this one, it's got to be the last one. Okay, Emily.
Yes.
I made this question.
Do you prefer trash cans that have the little openy lever step thing that you step on to open it, or just have the trash can be open in the first place? Because why do you need a levery openy thing?
Is this objectively my opinion or in general?
Whatever
am I
you
having
think.
to debate for the rest
No,
of the
subjective.
universe?
No,
Okay.
no. Whatever you think.
Okay, frick. That's a really good question. Because on one hand, if you have a really smelly garbage, then you don't want your garbage can to be open. Because it's gonna smell. But the lid helps contain things. But I broke the little foot pedal on my garbage recently, and now I have to slam my foot onto the lever to get it to open.
See? Then it's a nuisance.
And then it's just a burden on my life. So it really depends. We don't generally have a super terrible smelling garbage, so I'm gonna say open. But then if it's not under your sink where normal people garbage is, ours is out in the middle of our kitchen. So people are
Right.
gonna see this open trash can full of all this crap. So I can't have that. So I guess ultimately just give me the little foot pedal and I'll try not to break it.
Okay, we're not gonna do a third segment because I think this was.
Nope. That is the end of our show. We hope you did enjoy it. What did we learn today, Noah?
We learned that Chris is extremely Irish, and everyone hates him for it.
Oh.
What else did we learn, Emily?
That the 60-second improv challenge is more complicated and tricky than you might think. Try it at home.
We learned that I have a dark side and I'm the fastest boy at school.
And finally,
We learned that in 50 years or so, the Kmarts are going to take over everything that we know of, and eventually they're all going to go downhill. And all
True.
that's left is going to be empty Kmarts.
And little angry midget men with green hair and red
And
eyes.
angry off-brand Oompa Loompas.
Yeah. You can find us on Twitter at Nomich_ and at Tendo. Email us at segmented.fm@gmail.com and support the podcast on Patreon at patreon.com/segmentedfm, where you can get an extra segment every episode as well as listen to our recording sessions live. But the best way you can support the podcast is to leave a review on iTunes and share it with your friends. With that, we will leave you with a random word from the dictionary.
Emily, do you want to help me choose it?
I would love to do that.
Okay, I'm opening
Make
up
sure you
the
can
dictionary.
pronounce it this time.
Point. Inference. Noun.
Inference.
The act or process of inferring.
The end.
I made an inference right now that you looked that up in the dictionary.
Wow, what a great inference.
That's, wow.
Wow.
That's a wow.
Can I leave now?
Yeah, you can leave.
Can I actually go?
Yeah.
I can take off the handcuffs and everything?
You can take it off. It's fine.
You don't have a doorknob on your door.
Yeah, you have to pull it open. Alright, he's gone now.
That was a joke. Oh, shit.